All right, I think we're live. Saturday, and welcome to another what do they call these things? Live stream that I do each week. I typically use it for sort of to learn about something new, and today we are going to dig into the new model from from Anthropic, which is Opus. If I can get my things together, is Opus. Opus 4.5, which came out earlier this week. Let me what we're going to do today is we're going to spend some time in Cursor, and we're going to basically test out, see how good it is, and go from there. As far as like what Opus is good at, let me pull this around and let's share a different screen. So this is the Opus 4.5 paper. You can see that it's like meant to score pretty well on SweBench. So like let's put it against the test. So I'm going to compare it today against Gemini 3 Pro and see how it performs. I'll probably just keep the bake up between them. We'll see how far we get. So we'll jump into this. But it seems to, people say some nice things about it. It's also like scored pretty well on some of these use cases. I really value some of these benchmarks, like 37% on Arc AGI2. It seems pretty impressive. But some of these graphs have its own issues. So we'll basically see how it performs in the real world. All right, let me jump back here and share my share cursor. Check that you can see it. Yeah. Okay, sweet. So we're going to give it a snake game test. So I'm going to say put together a snake game using HTML. And we're going to use multi. So we're going to use multiple models here. We are going to try 5.1 codex. Sorry. It looks like, yeah, here we go, Gemini 5. Gemini 3 Pro. And we will use a work tree to do this. So it's going to run these two off against each other. I'm not entirely sure which one is faster, actually. I am assuming that Opus 4.5 is probably the faster of these, but we shall see how it we'll see how it performs. While this runs, figure out how do I sort these windows out. So, I think this is going to be a pretty interesting, an interesting comparison. It seems like we got a result from click here to configure the workstream setup, apply. So looks like Gemini is up first. Let's see if I can open this. Okay, you did not see this. Let me share. And show you what it produced. Let's screen share window. Hopefully you can see this game that it produced. So remember, this is Gemini. I don't like the fact that it's spelled snake wrong, but I do like the fact that it's just basic and it is not. I like the factors here, so let's go one more. Let's okay, this is addictive. I gotta stop. Let's go back and flip over to the that was Gemini, so let's flip over to Opus 4.5 and see let's see how it did. So it seems to just put everything in a. There's no way it's the same. What? I don't believe that's right. It. Oh, let me show you this. Okay. Let's go to the. Dev. Where is it? Let me just get the path from cursor. Copy path. Okay. This is the game that I mean, it looks exactly the same. It's hard to even believe that it's not the same thing. So strange that they would produce something just so similar. I'm starting to like question myself. So let's create a new branch and call this snake Opus. And then we'll apply these changes. Well, actually, I should probably put the... I just can't believe it's so close. So this came up with a thing called snake. And then this thing. Yeah, okay, so Opus actually came up with something different. I am wrong. I just need to find this. I need to get this URL, one sec. Okay, let me find a way to get this. Oh, so this is the one that the Opus came up with. Okay, so it's pretty good, but is it? Doesn't really seem as good as. And this is the game that Gemini came up with. In my opinion, the Gemini one just like so much nicer. Like it looked like a retro 3D. Like they have all the animations. So this like first round probably goes to I think goes to Google. All right, let's try and build on this a little bit and add 3JS to it. So let's go to cursor here and say, let's say, add 3JS to this snake game. And then again, we'll try both Opus and Gemini 3. Let's see how they perform. Sorry, you can't see this, so let me... show you this. Hopefully this text is easy enough to read. Let me make it a little bigger. So they're kind of like baking off against each other right now. They're, I don't know, hard to say which one out of all of these is better out of there. Is like faster of the two. I think Gemini 3 Pro finished faster than Opus. You cannot configure the thinking, so this is like high effort. And Gemini 3 Pro just doesn't, is high too, so I guess it should be pretty comparable. Okay, so this time Opus finished first. Let's go look at this one in Chrome. Let's go find it. This one? Okay. So this is okay, it's got like splats here now. Does pretty good. Spinning this thing around isn't easy. All right, and then the other one, Gemini, is on. Let's see, VNO. What? Okay, so Gemini just like kind of messed up here because I can't see the okay, so I think that round goes to oh, you can't see it. Why can't you see it? This is what I was talking about. I have to go back, I guess, and make sure that you see this. So this is the Gemini version, but it's like kind of in the background. And then this is the Opus one, which I think performed better, to be honest. This round's like first round went to... So next I want to like build in like levels here, kind of make it a bit more interactive. So I'm going to jump back over to cursor. Hopefully keep going with this. All right, so we'll apply the Opus change because I like that more. Let's go and okay, let's add some more levels to this game to make it more interesting. And then let's use both of them again and see how they do. Just gonna like go through the I wonder which one's gonna get there quickly. Okay, so Gemini came up with like a task list here. I'm more optimistic Gemini's gonna. There's obviously a system prompt behind Opus 4.5 in Cursor and one behind Gemini 3 Pro, but I think this is a good way of sort of like looking at this and figuring out if there's like how good it really is. Okay, so Opus is running. Gemini is still going. Seems like Opus is going to probably finish first. Yeah, we'll see. Still going. My machine sounds like it's on fire. Okay, so they could finish around the same time here. Let me add a level system with obstacles, different themes, and progressive mechanics. Okay, surprisingly, TXT is the name of it. Okay, so Gemini 3 Pro is done. Let's go flip to that and show you what that looks like. So again, this is Gemini's attempt at levels. How do I know when I complete a level? This is my first question. I would have thought they would have put like obstacles or something in here. Okay, there we go. Okay, I like the fact that it's continuous. Let's see if I can get to like a third level. Okay. All right, that was way harder. Okay. So Gemini did a reasonable job. Okay, we got Opus is done now, so that's in RHK. I love the fact that Cursor added work trees. Just makes life so much easier. Okay, so this is Cursor. This is Opus's version. I guess I gotta get 5. I like the visual indicator at the top to progress to the different levels. I like the fact that it's like got these cool things. So now I gotta get 7. Let's try and get to a third level again. Don't even know what that is. What is that box down here? Let's go find out. Okay, one more and then we'll get to the next level. Let's see. Okay, the maze. You see, did a pretty good job. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. So I will probably give that to Opus. I think Opus did a pretty good job relative to relative to to Gemini. Sorry, a long week. Okay, let's jump back to cursor and let's add. So we're going to give this one to Opus and take that change, and then we'll add another thing in here. Okay, so we're going to add some music now. Add music to the game, and it's got to. Let's see how this does it. So like try and build on it, and then I'll try and clean up the graphics too. I'm not necessarily happy, so it's like yeah, we'll see. I'll add procedural using web audio API. Is Gemini gonna do the same thing? Considering integrate sound manager following that, I'm going to play the start music. Play victory. Oh, whoa, what just happened? Okay, where did my screen go? Let me stop sharing and try and reshare. Sorry for all these flips. So looks like Gemini's already done. Okay, and Opus is done now. Okay, so I'm super interested in this. Let's go to the window and find. Let's do Gemini first. Oh, it's still Gemini's done, right? No, it's still going. Sorry, you have to wait a little bit. It's weird how the work tree is just 3 ladders, but yeah. Okay. Let me make sure that I'm sharing sound. Yeah, okay, should be sound. Okay, so sound is on. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like a. Oh wow. Sound makes stuff so much better. Alright, I like this. I like this. They did a good job with the sound. Okay. Now let's go to Opus DLX. Whoa. Okay. This sounds like something that I want to know what happens when you move to the next round. Okay, it sounds like a short, it sounds like a very Anthropic thing to do. I definitely prefer Gemini. I think that that one they got to win this one. Wow, that's pretty good though. Okay, so apply the Gemini changes, and then let's so we added some music. I guess you can kind of like polish the game up a lot more instead of using. Oh. Let's trip back to cursor. So I found this. I found like a piece of. Let's see if I can paste this in. I found this that's like looks pretty cool. So I'm going to see if it'll just like copy the style. It's just how it does like styles. So Opus, Sonnet, Opus, and Gemini competing. Polish this up. Polish the game up. And follow this style. Shout out to Trantan on Dribble for this design. Appreciate it. All right, let's see how it does on style. And then we'll probably end it there. I know it's been a busy week for a lot of people, so yeah. The only thing that's kind of strange is like this code is like kind of unwieldy a little bit. It's like 1000. It could probably break this up and make it better. I guess it's on me to do. Okay. I'm surprised it just says planning next moves and not providing any thinking tokens here for us to see. Okay, here we go. The user wants. Let me first read the file. I'll redesign it. Planning some moves. This is like my first step is thoroughly read the file. This should provide the solid foundation. And now I'm going to dive into the image. I'm just wondering how close it gets to that design. You know, if you look at this, it's like I'm expecting it to like pick up on the colors. I wonder if it picks up on this snake here and these this like grid, so it's like green, but we'll see. I wonder how long it's going to take actually. These things could take a long time, so let's see. Okay, so this has started to write some code, which is nice. It's got some colors that it's producing. Gemini still has not wrote any code yet. Seems to be thinking. And I just run this in agent mode. I guess it could have done plan. I do really like the plan mode in Cursor. I think it's really good, but for this we'll just... Wow. It's coming out with like a design plan. I like how it's like came up with, it picked up like this, it picked up like text within the image. Let's see. It's doing music right now. I think Opus is going to win this race. At least in time to completion. What a world we live in to have like two great models out in like a week. I've played around quite a bit with the Gemini model and it's been pretty good. I like been pretty impressed with it overall. So I like daily drive with Gemini 3 Pro right now, and then I was interested to do this because the Opus 4.5 model seems sort of interesting. All right, let's hope this finishes soon. A redesign plan. This is going to take ages on Gemini. I'm just glad to see this making, just like writing code out. Like, where is this at? Power up. Let's see it in here. So it's like about a quarter of the way through. Just hoping that Gemini starts to write some code soon. I've seen it sort of just like get stuck sometimes, which is slightly odd. these models too just seem to like, it's really hard to test them out in the wild. Inline diffs have been suppressed. And like, it's super easy to just test this on a new repo. It is very different to try and test this in a differently. Okay, so we have one here, TET. Let's go check it out. Try and test it in like a actual like repo that has production code. Is yeah, just something that I think there's some better ways to test with. Okay, what did I say it was called? TET. Okay, let's see how they did. TET snake. Okay, it picked up the snake thing. I like that. The background's not necessarily green. Oh, okay. It came up with this like leaderboard on the left. Wow, this is actually really nice. I mean, if I learned anything from this video, it's that like giving it the images definitely makes a difference. Holy moly. That is pretty cool. Okay. Google is still going, so I'll keep playing this until Google hopefully finishes soon. This is nice. I mean, just did such a good job here. I could see this being like super interesting. I mean, it's interesting where it like needs some design help, where like an image can just like help you. Oh, all right. Looks like Google is at the party. Let's see how it did. Oh, okay. Bridge to L2. What? Where did you come up with a entry price is 0? This game involves real cryptocurrency. Like, where did you... What? 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 Where did it get crypto from is what I'm really curious on. Oh, Ether. So it took ETH and just went absolutely crazy. All right, I'm so curious. You play the game with Ethereum. That is so crazy. All right, I think I'm going to stop there and end this one a little earlier. That was interesting. Yeah, I think like giving Opus and I guess Gemini images was probably the big thing that I took away from it. Opus seems like a pretty capable model. Still more to sort of dig into, but just like on face value, it seems like it performs like as well as Gemini 3 Pro. What's the difference in price between the two? Let's see. What is the price difference between Claude Opus 4.5 and Gemini 3 Pro? Just thinking about it. Claude is $3 more and Claude is $13 more. Okay, so like Opus is expensive for what it is. Gemini 3 Pro is a really good model comparison. I don't think I can say too much, like do too much here. It seems like there's like, is it twice, is Opus 4.5 twice as good as Gemini 3 Pro? I mean, it won like one of those 3 rounds, so probably can't really say that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I thought one of them had like a cliff or something where like it got more expensive once it reaches a certain threshold. Does it get more expensive once it? Yeah, Gemini has like a tiered pricing. That's what I had. Gemini tiered pricing is what? They do tiered pricing? I mean, so you just like hit a cliff and then it's like, okay, you were going to spend more. Okay, so it goes from $1.25 to $2.50 and 10. Where the hell is it getting these numbers from? Google did make it interesting. Yes. All right. If you spent any time watching this, hopefully you learned something about the new Opus 4.5 model, which seems really good. Like it did a really good job at the end there with that game in like taking some of the style transfer from that image and putting it in. Yeah, just building a solid game. Like it was definitely the more capable, I think, compared to Gemini 3 Pro. So probably will give this Opus model a shot. It is more expensive. So is it Apple? There's a question of like, is it apples to apples? Not really. But yeah, certainly one to spend more time with. All right, with that, thank you. I appreciate it. And for those that celebrated Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks. Bye.